This video is sponsored by Surfshark VPN, but more on that later. Elon Musk has stated on multiple occasions that Tesla is looking to build an electric commercial van which will expand the company's product lineup. Back in 2018, Elon Musk tweeted that he was interested in working with Mercedes to build the Sprinter van, which is the name of one of Mercedes' flagship products. However, whether Tesla partners with Mercedes or decides to do it alone, this could be an absolute game-changer vehicle given a vast array of applications should vans enter the world of electric and autonomous vehicles. Mercedes' parent company, Daimler, has worked together with Tesla in the past, with Tesla providing lithium-ion battery packs and electric powertrains to the company, and with Mercedes being a supplier of parts for the interior of Tesla's original Model S vehicle, including the steering wheel, gear shifter, indicator stalks, and more. This was actually a great way of shifting Mercedes drivers over to electric vehicles with some familiarity. In 2009, Daimler had actually acquired a 10% stake in Tesla for $50 million, and they later sold the position in 2014 for an astounding $780 million, or 15 times their money. Of course, if they had held on until today, it would have been worth on the order of $75 billion, or 1,500 times their money, and roughly the size of Daimler itself. Now, it's possible that Tesla and Daimler revive this relationship once again, given Elon Musk's past interest in bringing a van to market. However, Elon has since staved away from working jointly with other players on products of this scale, simply because he believes that the flaws within the organizational structure tend to make their way into the product. For example, the lack of communication between teams, even within the same company, could result in less efficient vehicles as certain components become unnecessarily redundant. Since Elon tweeted this in 2018, Tesla has shifted its vehicle designs to being more tightly coupled with engineering teams responsible for features that span aspects of the entire vehicle as a whole. We've seen this with Tesla's octavalve design that runs the entire heating and cooling system for all parts of the vehicle, the structural battery pack for the upcoming Model Y at Giga Berlin, where the battery and the vehicle structure are one and the same, and tight integration between the vehicle design and the design of the factory that will produce it. Also, supplying core components to another company or trying to shoehorn parts into someone else's design could lead to delays and a less efficient vehicle that may not be built from the ground up with electric and autonomous in mind. Tesla does like to design its own custom parts instead of selecting parts from an existing yet limited list, which Elon Musk calls catalog engineering. Tesla has shown that they clearly have the capabilities to design and build their own van at this time, and for these reasons, it might be beneficial to do so rather than partnering. Most recently, in the fourth quarter of 2020, Elon Musk stated that Tesla definitely intends to build a van.
I think Tesla is definitely going to make an electric van at some point. The thing to bear in mind is that there is fundamentally a constraint on battery cell output. If one is not involved in manufacturing, it's really hard to appreciate just how hard it is to scale production. It's the hardest thing in the world. Prototypes are easy. Scaling production is very hard.
As vans are pulled into the world of autonomous and connected vehicles, they'll require security and protection against hackers in the same way that your smart devices do as well. But to protect your phone, tablet, or computer, you'll need a VPN such as Surfshark VPN, the sponsor of this video. A VPN, or virtual private network, keeps your online identity safe by encrypting all information sent between your device and the internet. Surfshark VPN is great for protecting your personal information when browsing on a public hotspot. It's also a powerful tool for preserving your privacy at home. Some online services use fairly advanced commercial targeting and tracking, and Surfshark's Clean Web can block malware, trackers, and phishing attempts so you can surf the internet safely and with peace of mind. One feature I like most about Surfshark is the ability to hide your IP address, which makes it tougher for bad actors to target you. You can even make it look like your IP address is coming from a different country, which can come in handy if you want to stream a video that's only available from a specific location, or watch Netflix from your home country when you're on vacation. Surfshark is easy to set up across all your devices, so try Surfshark now at the link in the description below, and be sure to use promo code TMIO and you'll get 83% off and 3 extra months for free. Surfshark offers a 30-day money-back guarantee, so there's no risk to trying it out for yourself. Thanks to Surfshark VPN for sponsoring this video. The van market in the United States is surprisingly large, with Ford being the #1 player for 42 years in a row. While 2020 was the pandemic year, Ford was able to sell over 203,000 vans, mainly across its Ford Transit and Ford Transit Connect lineups. Ford also offers full-size vans with its E-Series or Eco-Line offerings, which adds an additional 45,000 units in 2020 US sales. Vans typically range in starting prices between the $35,000 to $45,000 range. To better explain the different types of vans, the Mercedes Sprinter, another large player, breaks them down into 4 categories. The cargo van typically has 5 by 8 feet of floor space and standing height, and is meant for transporting goods, equipment, and various types of cargo. The crew version is designed for 5 people and can store cargo and equipment. All of these vehicles also have the option of adding 4-wheel drive if needed. The passenger Sprinter can transport up to 15 people, and the Sprinter's independent front suspension is beneficial for a more comfortable ride. And finally, the chassis or cutaway can be used as a flatbed, or it can be customized to turn it into a small delivery truck, an ambulance, tour bus, a food truck, an RV, pretty much anything. Now, the light commercial vehicle market in the United States is in the hundreds of billions of dollars. In addition to vans, it does include other light trucks, such as pickup trucks, but this market is massive. Surprisingly, the RV market size alone is a gigantic $58 billion and expected to grow to $76 billion by 2028, according to VMR. With this industry being very ripe for disruption by electric vehicles, it's a vast opportunity. In Europe, the light commercial vehicle market was $62 billion in 2020 and is expected to grow to $81 billion by 2026. While the playing field looks like this, the market share of vans is 90% of light commercial vehicles, with pickup trucks making up only 9% of the European market. Therefore, a vehicle such as Tesla's Cybertruck has a much larger opportunity in the United States, where the pickup truck market is larger than vans, even though vans make up a considerable number of sales. However, based on the current vehicle type market share, a van would have a much larger opportunity across Europe than the Cybertruck. Countries in Europe are also beginning to only allow plug-in vehicles in some areas, driving many competitors to jump aboard the trend to electric. And by the way, stop using Yahoo Finance, stop using Google Finance, and have a look at our website, themarketisopen.com, where we have instant stock quotes and financial data going back 10 years, and it's all freely available. Now, we're seeing companies such as Ford and Volkswagen, who are the dominant incumbents, announce plans for electric versions of their top-selling vans. In addition to that, new players have arrived. The company Canoo is working on a $35,000 to $50,000 lifestyle van, which it aims to bring to market in 2022. UPS has invested in the company Arrival and has ordered 10,000 electric vans, which were co-developed between the two companies and are expected to help UPS at least partially electrify their fleet by 2024. UPS is expecting that cost savings from these types of EVs will have 50% operational savings for fleet owners. They do have an outstanding order for 125 Tesla semis as well. Now, the company has also placed an order for 950 electric delivery trucks from Workhorse Group. These vans would have about 1,000 cubic feet of storage, but just 100 miles of range per charge, still enough for the majority of local trips. UPS expects to save $170,000 per van when compared with diesel delivery trucks over a 20-year lifespan. Amazon also has a similar tie-up with the company Rivian, where they've both invested in Rivian and ordered 100,000 vehicles to be delivered by 2030, with the first 10,000 expected by 2022. One of the major advantages that Tesla has over these other players is the track record and experience of scaling up electric vehicle production multiple times so far, while most of these startups have yet to bring their first vehicle into production. It took Tesla over a decade with multiple iterations, and the company was on the verge of bankruptcy numerous times until they painfully worked through production hell and brought up the Model 3 to scale. Today, Tesla's gigafactories have gotten extremely efficient, demonstrated by the bring-up speed of the Model Y, which began deliveries just 1 year after it was unveiled. Tesla, however, has delayed products such as the Cybertruck and the Semi, as these are large vehicles which require much higher battery capacity than Tesla's smaller vehicles. Tesla can effectively build 7 to 13 Model Y vehicles versus a single semi-truck. It doesn't make much sense to begin producing semis if the battery capacity doesn't exist. Now, Tesla is partnered with all of the major battery manufacturers, including LG Chem, Panasonic, and CATL in China. In addition, Tesla has a plan to ramp up its own battery cell production in Fremont and at their own gigafactories to supplement their suppliers. Even established incumbent automakers such as Ford, Daimler, Volkswagen, and others are behind in battery sourcing, and therefore it makes little sense for them to begin with a larger vehicle such as a van, which would take away battery capacity from their other vehicle lineups. Despite announcements of electric vans from other players, batteries will play a key role in being able to scale these initiatives. This could give Tesla a very disruptive entry point into the van market if they build a compelling van, since for the aforementioned reasons, Tesla will be prepared to scale much faster than anyone else. If Tesla decides to build their own van, they may be able to leverage their existing Tesla Semi or Cybertruck platform. Pulling in elements from their semi-truck design would optimize for an aerodynamic front face with a large area for cargo or passengers. Mimicking elements from Tesla's own lineup, they can add Tesla armor glass and large sheets of Cybertruck-esque stainless steel to keep costs low but boost durability. Because electric vehicles have no engines and fewer components, an electric van can outdo its gas counterparts by adding more cargo space in the back or extra room for the driver. One main advantage of Tesla designing their own van is the consistency with their lineup. A Tesla van would have 360-degree cameras and be enabled for full self-driving capabilities. When this software feature is fully complete in the future, the van market could see renewed growth as utility drastically increases for fleets. For example, a van can be loaded at one warehouse and sent autonomously to be unloaded at another warehouse, which would be a dream for companies like Amazon. Far out, a Tesla robot may even tag along to help out. The cost to operate an electric vehicle is significantly cheaper than gas. Tesla's Semi boasts a 2-year payback period, and so a long-range van that's constantly on the road would be a no-brainer for delivery companies and small businesses. Elon Musk has also hinted that Tesla's new battery cells will have 1 million mile longevity, meaning that they will last the lifetime of the vehicle. This would be a game changer for resale value and not having to replace the battery for a vehicle that endures heavy usage. While it may seem that Tesla has no experience building a van, they have in fact been investing aggressively in their mobile service fleet, which will eventually be converted to electric. But this would be great for testing their own designs, even though there are many types of use cases for vans. One compelling use case for Tesla is for delivering cars. Once Tesla full self-driving is ready, it seems obvious that Tesla could save hundreds of millions of dollars on delivery by having a car deliver itself right to the customer's driveway. While this sounds great, a newly delivered self-driving Model Y may arrive dirty, perhaps with rock chips from driving on the highway. It could be dented, perhaps the battery is close to empty when it arrives, and it would show up with extra mileage already on the vehicle. This may not be the best user experience. However, if the car was loaded into a van, it would arrive fresh and clean and brand new to the customer. The van would make use of Cybertruck's tampered door as its back roll-up door. Ramps could come out automatically using the camera to make sure it's in a safe location, and then the vehicle inside could be notified to drive out of the van into the customer's driveway. This delivery method could allow for cars to be shipped directly from the factory or from warehouses around the country. If many vehicles are being delivered to the same area, then loading them onto a car carrier Tesla Semi makes more sense. But last-mile car delivery vans could supplement deliveries to rural areas and one-off trips. Even if it's more costly than having the car drive to its owner on its own, there will likely be fewer stops for warehousing and car washing, which may mean faster delivery times and less warehouse space required. Elon Musk has mentioned in the past that reducing the time between a car rolling off the factory line and getting into customers' hands would save tens of millions alone. Vans in coordination with autonomous driving features could be one of the best options Tesla has to immensely improve their delivery logistics, even better than just cars delivering themselves. Tesla's potential advantage becomes evident when looking at Ford's e-Transit. The electric van is targeting a $45,000 starting price, and their 115 kilowatt-hour battery generates just 126 miles of range. Ford has determined that the average daily range for vans in the United States is just 74 miles. While Tesla hasn't released any specifications about their potential van, the Cybertruck starts at $40,000 with 250 miles of range. While a van may be larger, Elon Musk has expressed that 250 miles is the minimum acceptable range for a Tesla vehicle, specifically the Model Y. If Tesla is building for the future when vans are autonomous, then this threshold appears to make more sense. Why spend time during the day charging when the vehicle can be doing business? At the same time, Tesla's supercharger network experience really starts to shine when vans need to travel long distances. Ford, for example, doesn't have its own charging stations and partners with others who have varying charging speed and chargers that frequently don't work. Moreover, consider a recreational vehicle or RV use case where Tesla builds the chassis, for example, and either builds or partners with others to build a living space. Range becomes quite important here as the vehicle may not go to a home base each night. One opportunity for Tesla is to put solar panels, which they manufacture, onto the large flat van roof. This could add tens of extra miles per day and power appliances inside the vehicle. Tesla is considering solar panels for the Cybertruck, but the open area on the roof of a van would be much larger. An off-grid electric camper RV that charges in the sun would be self-powered, fuel-efficient, quieter, and roomier with no engine, and the battery simply making up the structure of the floor. With Tesla's 360-degree camera view and Sentry mode, it essentially has a built-in home security system. This overall new experience can be highly disruptive to RVs. The van market, at least in the United States, is not as large as the pickup truck or SUV market, and traditionally has been high volume with low margins. However, with large operating cost savings thanks to electric drivetrains and further cost reductions due to future-proofed autonomous capability, the van market could expand and unlock new offerings and features that weren't possible or feasible with fossil fuel-powered vehicles. Currently, vans are used simply as transportation tools, but going forward, software and logistics will take a front seat. Even though Tesla hasn't made public its plans to unveil a commercial van, thanks to the company's existing infrastructure, expertise in scaling vehicles and batteries, and integrating solar products and driving software, Tesla still has plenty of time to step in and disrupt the highly lucrative van market. So do you think Tesla will partner with Mercedes to make an electric Sprinter van, or will Tesla go it alone? And if they do, let me know in the comments if you see new applications for electric and autonomous vans that will expand the van market worldwide. Don't forget to check out our Surfshark sponsor link in the description below. Please hit the like button and subscribe for more content and research, and a huge shout out to all of our patrons that help to support our channel. Your support helps us to continue to make great content. Thank you guys so much for watching.